Today we discuss CBA's credit decision system errors and also take a look at the latest home price data from the ABS. Hello again, I'm Martin North, Principal Analyst at Digital Finance Analytics. The Royal Commission, looking at financial services misconduct, heard today that the Commonwealth Bank's automated system for approving overdrafts failed. And so for 4 years, from 2011, it gave some customers a line of credit they shouldn't have received. As a result, the volume of overdrafts at the bank rose significantly from 228,000 in 2012, up 80% from the previous year, to 550,000 in 2014. The bank said its automated system spat out wrong approvals and was doomed to fail because of bad design.
It became apparent, as I understand, on the 1st of September, and let's leave aside how CBA came to realise, but there had been an issue in that in the serviceability calculator there wasn't proper consideration of various expenses. That's right, isn't it?
It's not quite that. There was consideration, but the way that the data moved from one system to the other, there was an error. And so the data was correctly captured at the first stage of that system by the customer or our frontline where appropriate. And it went into this decisioning system and didn't come out the other side in the correct places.
Mr Van Horen, the position is, however, that whilst you might have spoken to the customer about these things, in terms of when you came to analyse their expenses, your decision-making process did not have regard to, and I'll be specific here, did not have regard to the rental amount that was put into the application, did it?
That's correct.
So therefore, what came out of this system, and if I can use this term, what was spat out by the automated system, was not an accurate reflection of what that person's expenses were.
That's correct.
In fact, questions were raised by consumer advocacy groups before the bank realised there was an issue. The implementation of serviceability assessments was not made correctly, and as a result of changes made to the system, the bank failed its responsible lending obligations. It was also slow to interact with the regulator on this issue. So once again, cultural and behavioural issues were in the spotlight. The object lesson here is that automated credit decision systems can lead you right up the garden path. This is important given the current rush to digital channels and more automation ahead. So now to home prices. The Australian Bureau of Statistics released their December 2017 data, and Sydney prices fell over the past quarter, along with Darwin. Other centres saw a rise, but there is a rotation in hand. The price index of residential properties for the weighted average of the 8 capital cities rose 1% in the December quarter, they said. And the index rose 5% through the year to December 2017. The capital city residential property prices rose in Melbourne up 2.6%, Perth up 1.1%, Brisbane up 0.9%, Hobart up 3.9%, Canberra up 1.7% and Adelaide 0.6%, but fell in Sydney down 0.1% and Darwin down 1.5%. Annually, residential property prices rose in Sydney up 3.8%, rose in Melbourne at 10.2%, rose in Brisbane at 2.1%, rose in Adelaide at 3.6%, fell in Perth down 1.7%, and rose in Hobart 13.1%, but fell in Darwin 6.3%, rose in Canberra up 5.7%, and nationally rose 5% through the year. But the changes in trajectory are looking quite stark. The total value of residential dwellings in Australia, they say, was $6.8 trillion at the end of December 2017, a rise of $92 billion over the quarter. The mean price for residential dwellings rose $6,500 to $626,700, and the number of residential dwellings rose by 40,000 or so to over 10 million in December. So, further evidence of slowing home prices. And despite the delay in the data, the trends are pretty clear. And as we said yesterday, expect more falls ahead. If you found this useful, please do like the post and add a comment or question. I read them all. If you've already subscribed, thank you. I'm really grateful for your support. And if you are yet to subscribe, please do so to receive future alerts. I'm Martin North, Principal of Digital Finance Analytics. Many thanks for taking the time to watch.